Excuse me, Corey. Corey, go to crazy. So I stick a butter here. I use Imperial. Got the fancy one. I usually use a can't believe it's not butter, but it's already stick available. That's what I use. So story time. So story time. Um, so, it's been a year since I have signed up for there's 2 months people right out the house that I'm currently in, and they came, they did the measures, the sizes, and everything, and they measured the windows. The last thing they told me was that they was going to wait till the windows came in, and they'll be back. That was a year ago. Now I've been, I guess, usually I get extra small, but I guess I got small this time. So since I have been in a program which is called the STAR program with my son because of all this racist stuff that Grace's grandmother has been doing. I have been trying to look for a place. The issue I keep running into is that there's just simply nothing available, and nobody can help me. So, this month, on a Friday, I get a text message from my landlord stating like, hey, you gotta get out. And I'm like, what? You know, I have no paperwork saying that they stopped paying her or anything like that. So I was shook if, okay? Nobody told me about anything. So, that's the road, okay? I see. Time now, like 2 years, so I've been wanting to move out of here. Alright, so that didn't work. Okay, plan B. I go to the homeless shelter and I ask for a list of all the numbers they would get to help out with the situation. Because I knew the racist grandmother was going to do, like I knew it. So then, she's two-faced and she's fake and she's a Karen, obviously. So then, no, these are all my seasons. It was me, her, and my baby dad, and she was sitting there saying, oh, I'll buy you a house and all this, that, and the other. Y'all need to get out of here and everything. Like, I knew there was a glitch because she had offered me $1,500 before for my son years ago, okay? This is before she smashed the kidnapper with the court's help. know, they're very racist up here in Westmoreland, okay? So, and I'm gonna show you her order and all that. So, because I just recently got some money stolen from an 11-year-old that was supposed to be my son's friend, I had to file a police report, and then I learned of that on Friday. I learned the kid stole my money on Friday, and then my brother's bulldog had to be put down. Okay, he was thinking about putting her down the next day, but it ended up being that night. So basically, everybody was upset, and Armani my son wanted to stay with me. Because he knew that was very upsetting to me because I wanted to put her down payment on a house and how long I took to save up that from being scammed. So she's sitting there talking about I'll buy you a house and this, that, and the other, and all of that. I'll talk to a realtor and stuff like that. But I want Armani to go to like her area school. So apparently she thinks I'm Bobo the Clown. Like, I just got my son back, mind you, in February of 2021, I believe, February 9th to be exact. I had sole legal custody of him, but I didn't even have his body. Make it make sense. I didn't get him until June when he was out of school. Yeah, I had full custody of my son as of February, but I didn't have his body until June, after 3 years, okay? Yeah, let's get into it. Y'all know I come with the receipts, okay? So, eat your num-nums. So, she's sitting there being fake and trying to say, oh, I feel alone, this, that, and the other, but basically my son had to come live with her. I didn't want to be rude right then and there, like, cause for some odd reason, like, I don't like to hurt people's feelings until, like, you push me too far. And then I get very, very nasty, especially when you treat me like I'm dumb. So outside of her sitting there calling the kids around here hoodlums and stuff, yeah, hoodlums, okay, she wanted me to give her my son. So I think it was the following day, because she was like, we gotta do this now, thinking I'm like just going to agree to it, you know? So, you play with the car? So, the very next day, she sends me an email of these houses, right? And that's when I told her, like, thanks for the help, but, like, basically, no. And I'll be posting pictures of this and stuff. But basically, no, like, I'm not giving you my son. And then that's when she tried to do the guilt trip. Because when I tell you, like, y'all never met a Karen in your life, this is the Karen of all Karens. Like, she birthed all the Karens, Darrens, Jarens, all of them. Like, this is what she is. So, she started saying, oh, you knew that there was blood in there, and how you don't care. Basically saying that I don't care about my son, right? Alright, fair. So, I already knew, because I got him on Monday, okay? This Monday, mind y'all, this Monday. I got him this Monday. And I knew what she was going to do. We already had a board hearing for Tuesday. She already had that set up. So, as of Tuesday, they filed this BS report basically saying I'm being neglectful on my son, and I don't care about his care and all this, that, and the other. You know, all the Karen and Jarens club together, of course. So, I went to this court hearing respectfully in front of the Judge Silvis, and was like, first of all, SOAS is helping me. Allied Family Solutions is helping me. The STAR program was helping me. And multiple other organizations. I call it the Habitats for Humanity, for goodness sake, okay? I cannot make this up. Like, and the reason why I was so desperate with letting me into getting scammed is because I didn't want to be here anymore. And I I was trying to move, but then I was scammed, okay? So, yeah, when the money turned up missing, nobody was getting back to me until finally I reached out to this number of this lovely lady that had a place available. So I contacted her, and Tuesday, they said to hand over my son to this Karen, wait for me to get a place. Now all y'all was like, okay, and then I can get them back. Now, everybody's thinking, oh yeah, you know, it's not that bad, it's not bad. No, y'all don't understand what I went through, okay? With this Karen and these psychotic, delusional people, okay? Straight up delusional. So this is working to trust somebody who forged your daughter's excuse. They never did anything about it. It was caught in plenty of lies and whatnot to give her my son. Mind you, again, without due process. There's no trial. Just like it happened before. My son was taken in less than 24 hours. Okay? At least he gave me an extra hour this time. But, it states I can get him back. But what y'all don't understand is y'all thinking, oh, I'm just getting my son back. Meanwhile, these courts are making a dummy of you. They are creating this record in this motion, attacking your character, attacking just anything they can attack. So when the big boom comes and it goes to the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court can be like, well, you wasn't obeying this order. Well, you wasn't doing this, you wasn't doing that, leaving all the other stuff, like the due process and all that, out of it, okay? So when they tell me, oh yeah, until you get a new place, you get your son back, I'm supposed to be happy about that, right? In an aspect, yes. But in another aspect, they're creating a different kind of character. They're creating a different record, a different decorum that is attacking my character and completely attacking my civil rights. Let's just go there. I think I'm gonna put some there. Okay, so y'all gotta understand your rights. Find a good lawyer that will work with you. Like my lawyers, David Colecchia, Law Care, Greensburg, PA, 15601. He has stuck with me like tremendously. He got my son back, and he knows what we're trying to do. But like he says, you can't go to the bathroom where you eat. So although he's doing, he knows law, the right thing, he's doing what's right because he knows what's right about this. He knows what we're dealing with here. The court is attacking his character and his intelligence and all that also. Because there's no way a lawyer should have to tell a judge, like, this is completely wrong. It's called due process. I am a person. I have feelings. I have the right to be heard. I have a right to a trial. I have a right to say, you're wrong. There's multiple people that we work with, and you're just doing what you want based off of because you know that they're liars, and you know we caught you multiple lies, and all that and the other. Now, granted, my lawyer, you know, I understand, he got out of line a couple of times. But you know what? You know who's going to get out of line next time? Me. I'm going to get way out of line and bring in, not me like being disrespectful, but I'm going to bring everybody there. And then I want to reach out to a civil rights lawyer. I have contacted 2 news stations. They said they would get back to me about this. I have contacted Commissioner Doug Chu. He has done absolutely nothing. He's actually in a kerfuffle himself with stealing money. You know what? At the end of the day, I could have been who I was years ago and not think rationally, like let this creature, let this this despicable, not even human thing get to me. But I looked at it like this. I already know that what they did was completely illegal. And I already know that I can prove that they lied. Now, judging for plenty of us that have been proven guilty when we've been innocent the whole time or before we even got that chance, and they did what they wanted to because they don't follow the law, I get it. It hurts. But who gets the last laugh? Law. Clear and convincing evidence. Yes, there's evidence there that there's lead. But there's also evidence there that me and multiple other agencies and companies have been addressing this issue. Then you want to get Mr. Borzowski, who's the, I guess they want to call him a guard and outlight him, but he's just a buffoon with the rest. He says, I don't see nobody worried about the child. Meanwhile, I have children. Let's talk about them totally ignoring the fact that I have other kids and how ignorant they're being, okay, and disrespectful they're being to me and my family. Because again, 1, I'm human. 2, I have feelings, okay, and 3, I'm their mother. None of these people that's making all these decisions for my kid or my children was there when I was giving birth to them. They knew about it. Well, I could say 2 out of the 5 other people that was to try to put a say-so in my life, in my kids' life. None of them was there. But when it comes time that they got paid for child support, then they want to get involved, right? And this is the second time. It's miraculous how around child support time, if people's not paying or I do a modification, my son's always being snatched. Isn't that? And I'm sorry that I'm 30 years old and I got more common sense than the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Well, Commonwealth of Westmoreland, okay? Rooms. Y'all can't see it, but it smells great. And I'm gonna put parsley in here because you know why? I like the garnish. I think it's very pretty. I think it gives a great look, and like I said, you can't have arms like these and not know how to cook and rub in. So, what was I at? Get my son back and everything's going to be okay. No, these people are millionaires and they don't want to pay for my son that they absolutely give 2 craps about. The only thing they care about is being Karens and Darrens, turning my son against his family. And I would never tell my son this. I hope he is not religious because she is a total obsessed psychopath that can't get enough of me. I mean, she creates profiles, have her passwords and everything, you know, and this is proven. They try to put a gag order on me, so I don't talk about this because they know I have the receipts, right? But no, I know my rights. I'm not allowed to call her out of her name, which vulgarly. I am going to call what I see Karen. What I see and what I know. Okay? So when they say clear and convincing evidence, okay, how do I know she's a Karen? Okay, I don't know what parts y'all was living Pennsylvania, okay? And Pennsylvania seems to think that they're a movement of the South with the rebel flags all over the place and like to say the N-word out here, okay? Meanwhile, I don't think anybody told them that we was never a part of the South movement. We always been a free state. Always was supposed to be a free state, but that's not how they treat us here, okay? Especially us women, okay? And that's not all. Like, I have great relationships with a lot of good people. Like, commissioners like John Ventry, Commissioner Paul Costco. Like, there's a lot of people I know that, like, know who I am and don't try to make this different story because they're afraid of change. Or like if you're not white, you're not right out here. That's what it is. You're not white, you're not right out here. And when you present them with the truth, they hate that even more because they live this delusional lie every single day of their life. Like, no, a 60-something-year-old woman cannot be a Karen against a black mother that she told that only black kids in the ghetto have hair that's braided. No! Or only black men get more time in jail. Isn't that the main definition of a Karen? Or how if she does something, it's not right, but if I do it, then I'm the culprit. If that's not Karens, I don't know what else is. And I'm calling them all out. There's not nothing that they can say that I'm saying right now that they can diffuse as the truth. And that's why I'm saying it. Because I don't have no reason to lie. This is my son we're talking about. If I was an unfit mother, my other kids, their dad would have custody of them. Isn't it miraculous how none of my kids' dads have custody of them? Isn't that miraculous? Breach, I found that very weird that none of them have custody or they have to pay to see them. Now, that doesn't judge me on my character for even having kids with them. But in my defense, with my first-year-old and my first son, they told me I couldn't get them. So, and then it just went downhill or whatever, you know. I do have faults in this. I did, you know, naughty, young, dumb, and, you know, full of other things. But, yeah, this woman that called me I got it. This woman that called me alcoholic. This woman said I abused and did things that you would never even want to hear coming from somebody who has no control over their own son and hates her guts and to the fact that he married a black woman. Oh, that's how bad he hates her. Okay. So, with that being said, oh, let's not forget how he threatened her and his brother with a sledgehammer. Yeah, that's how much your kid cares about you. Yeah, facts. And now you want to try to do that relationship that you and your seed have with mine. I'm sorry that you never got to experience being black a day in your life, because if you would know, we don't play like that with our kids. We don't give up our kids for houses, okay? We don't give up our kids for $1,500. We don't do it. We don't get nannies and stuff to take care of our kids. Now, I'm not speaking for all of us, but the majority of us, we don't play that. So the only thing she has that Marty would even care about is to buy stuff for him. Other than that, he wouldn't even care who she was on a good day. And I mean that with my whole heart. I don't care whose feelings who I hurt. Don't nobody give a crap about mine. The difference between me and them is that I'm telling the truth. They're liars. If my she stopped giving my son all this stuff to try to make him see that the grass is completely dry and muddy on the other side, he wouldn't even think about calling me. Imagine that. No, I don't have all the money in the world. I don't. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not even going to hold y'all act like I do. But what I do is I actually love my kids and I actually want them to be the best they can be. That's facts. And I hope this Karen do show the peoples this. Because I'll show them my dang self. Because I've had it up to here with just being stepping all over, acting like I'm a bug on the floor or whatever, don't have a rock that has no feelings. You know what? They would treat a rock with more respect than they do me. I've had it. Allegheny don't play these games. Okay? I witnessed that with my own eyes. Okay? They don't play those games. Out here, it's who you know, who sounds better, and who has more money. These are the type of people, they think that you're going to give up. Three years to get my son back. Had him for a year. Y'all put him right back with Karen Joe so she could put all the stuff in his head. And we about to go to another trial. Stay tuned. Real mothers don't give up. Real parents don't give up. We fight. So I just told my little bone sugar looking boom boom, I said, you think of this as a vacation. Because he knew about it before I did. Okay? And I don't know if there's any lawyers out there or anybody who has been in court or whatever. But how is it the plaintiff, okay, always knows stuff before me and my crew, Don't y'all find that suspicious? They've been eating all day, but like I said, I got accused of not feeding my kids before, so nothing surprised me. So if they need something, hey, you know where it is. But not only that, okay? So, like I said, I don't know if there's any lawyers watching or anybody like that's been in the court system before that has been through this. But I don't know if y'all know what a mandamus is. But mandamus is basically because she was able to snatch my son, and she had him for 3 years. Okay. We filed child support on her when I got back because she keeps continuing to be this cockroach, this bug, this nuisance to me and my kids' life, right? So they wasn't even trying to take it. They're like, well, you already gave him father. Let me promise y'all, man, he got to pay to see his kids still to this day. My son's 10 years old. He ain't never, ever been able to be in his house, ever. If I get retaliation for this, there's going to be even more problems, okay? So, he didn't go with her. And his father's claiming, he should go with her, he should go with her. Why? I'll sign over my rights. Left hand of God, that's what homie said. Why? Because you don't want to pay child support. Okay. All right now, Karen. Since you want to involve yourself in our affairs so bad, you want to get this, you want to get that. Oh no, she don't have standing. How does she have standing? That's where you go to due process, right? She don't have standing because there was no due process when she took my son. Yeah, let's talk about it. There was no standing when it took my son off of me in less than 24 hours without a trial. Lost of due process. Y'all want to know why Cosby got off? Because he didn't have due process. Yeah, it took him quite some time, just like it took me quite some time to get my son back. But once we started, pulling, tricks out of our hats and everything, like, hold on, this is not how law is supposed to be. This is not how we do law. Then it's all of a sudden I get my son back. Girl. Now, when they took him this time, there was no trial. So this is strike two. This is strike two. They would never do this to white people. I promise you. Or anybody with money, okay? They wouldn't do it. Okay? They treat me like absolute spick out here. Like, I think the worst thing you could do to somebody is spit on them, okay? I'd rather fight with my hands. And at this point, I'm feeling so disrespected. Like, I got hogs and globs all over my face. Like, that's how bad they're doing me out here, okay? Now, with that being said, like I said, the way they worded it, they were trying to make it seem like it was an emergency thing, and I wasn't doing what I needed to do as a mother, and that's why they took my child. That's what I'm saying when they're trying to create this record. But in Pittsburgh, they would have never did this, because Pittsburgh actually knows law, right? They started with my lawyer. Thank God he's out here, or all these people would be screwed indeed, okay? Now, it's a shame it took that long for me to be able to find housing. And not just me, all these organizations that I got partnered with and stuff, commissioners and all this. It's a shame it took that long for me to be able to find this place. And they got, like, it's crazy because right after they said, like, I had to turn my son over to her, that's when, like, I get the call from the landlord. So, if anybody has went through pure agony, HE double hockey sticks because of a Karen, or just people that are straight up obsessed with you or jealous because you're a mother they could never be, or because your kids love you unconditionally and their kids don't care about them, they're just a paycheck. Um, Tell your story. Don't be afraid. Don't bite your tongue because people got you shooketh. You know what? If Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks, anybody in that matter that did something to change the world a little bit, if they would have kept their mouth closed, where would we be at today? Now realize we're still facing racism. We got Karen and Darren's that, like, since, I don't want to get in politics, but some certain presidents is just like vile about stuff that they just been coming out of the woodworks. And it is safe to say that they just don't give a hoot and nanny anymore. Okay, I can't tell you how many times this 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 creature has called. See what that's with me. Her and her creaturette. Okay, um, or creature junior. Just to create havoc. That's all it's about. It's about creating havoc and you're going to tire me down. I'm exhausted. Absolutely. I'm tired. I'm tired of not being treated the way I should. Like, I gotta throw on a blonde wig and paint my face white and wear some freaking cowboy boots and long johns, something, just to get respect. But I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna keep popping my stuff and killing them with the truth. That's all you can do. Yeah, it needs to sit for a little bit. Okay. You gotta wait till it cools down. It's too hot. Yeah, I love you. You gotta wait till it cools down, baby. Shut the door. Bye. I don't smoke around my kids. They know this. But every time I come out here to get a little bit of, like, to get away from them, because I really don't like to talk, so I don't talk about this stuff around them. Because it's not for a kid to know. And that's what some of you parents need to understand. Like, your kids should not know what's going on between you and their father or anybody else that try to interject themselves.
like, Monty never gave a hoot about Kevin. You know why? Because he was non-existent. He was irrelevant. He was a ghost in the sky. Like, I never mentioned him at all because there's no reason to. Why would I want to take my kids through telling them about somebody who don't even care to check to see if they made it to bed unless it benefits them from not paying child support? Or what gets me is when these so-called fathers want to try to attack you because you don't want to be with them. Oops. Did I say that? Did I say on my live? It's supposed to be a C word. Or they're butthurt because you want better. And you've been there, done that. You would never go back. Why is it? It's been 10 years since I've been with this man. And he's still sending me sexually advanced text messages. But he has no fun. Beautiful black one. At that. Beautiful. Why are you sending me sexual messages? Huh? Is somebody riddle me that? I haven't been with you in 10 years. And I still play on your mind like a record. And then you have the nerve to tell my son, oh, well, my dad wanted to be with you, but you didn't want to be with him, so he had to get married. Why are you telling my 10-year-old son that you're supposed to be building a relationship with him? Or better yet, this is the one I get to. He told him this. When you love a woman and a woman loves a man, you make a baby. And how you make a baby is you stick it in her butt. Is that not inappropriate or what? Is it just me? Because I'm still telling my kids they came from birds. Okay? From the storks. And Monty's like, no, that's a movie. He's like, no, that's a movie. I don't even, like, my kids are 6, 10, and 3. Like, I don't even want to, isn't that what sex is for? Like, I'm not ready to have that discussion with them. Not until, like, I see it's a concern. Like, I know they teach them about it in school, but if something's not brought up that's not inappropriate or, like, I'm not seeing nothing that's inappropriate, why would I want to have that conversation with my kid? Now, if he came home and said, Mommy, my girlfriend kissed me, or something like that, then I can address it in that time or manner. But I see all my kids babies, like they're all my babies. And I don't care if he's 10, like he's still my baby. He's gonna be my baby forever. But I know I'm not the only one that's going through things, and my heart goes out to anybody who has felt this pain because let me tell you something. The protesters are out there for any organization, for anything. If you out there, you protest, you have a kind heart. Because nobody's worried about it until it happens to you. I have never felt that type of pain in my life than the time they took my son away from me the first time. Absolutely. They had no evidence for 3 years. And what did they do? They tried to say everything in the book to say I couldn't have my son. But you know why they couldn't? Because I had my other three. Right? So what's the best way to try to get her money? Try to get the other three to them. So what she did, she contacts their dad and calling up there and sending him CYS papers and stuff that she called him just so he can try to intervene. You can't do that with somebody who was doing drugs. Just like your son. Not only is he a junkie, but he's unstable. So what's the best way to try to get to me? Oh, let's say she's unstable because she's suffering from depression, anxiety, and PTSD because of things that happened in my life before I even knew Joe. But the last time I checked, I didn't have no record or anything prior to meeting him. Last time I checked, I was working 3 jobs, going to school, graduated. So it's funny how I meet these Karens and Jarens. Then my whole world falls apart. Why is that? Hmm? Why is that? And I want a lot of you women to think about that. Why is that? When you meet a certain someone in their Rosses, and your whole world falls apart, and you're still beating them. You know why? Because you're still smiling. You're still doing everything you need to do. And you're still proving them wrong. Wouldn't that make the Karen mad? Wouldn't that make a system that is set to fail you from the start mad? Hmm? I would think so. Ooh, okay. Ain't nobody saying nothing. It must be one of my stalkers. Cause I should have got should have got a hallelujah from some of y'all. Well, the whole 3 of you. But thank you for the likes up. But yeah, she watched me faithfully. How is it you're blocked on every avenue, but you're able to still come to court and talk about what the hell is on my social media? Hmm? I didn't know I was that important to people. Like, thank you. Can you get an autograph first, please? I didn't know I was that important to people. Hmm. I mean, I like having fans and all, but I don't need them type of fans. She's like the type of fan of John Lennon. Like, I literally, like, have to watch everywhere I go and everything. Because it seems like everywhere I go, she seems to know where I'm going. Wouldn't that cut y'all off guard? Hmm? So this is just a stepping stone. Because the way I have to see it, the way I have no choice but to see it is, we still got y'all done updated. We got subpoenas. That courtroom's gonna be filled. They don't understand who's behind me. These are not people that's just waiting for their moment. These are people that want real change. Okay? These are people who are sick and tired of this system that is made against not only blacks. We're not gonna stop there, but low income whites. Okay? Mexicans, Punjabi. Do they target the blacks more? Absolutely. I'm a living testimony. Absolutely. But it doesn't stop there. They don't like the people of my stature, my color, telling them with common sense. They don't like that. Sometimes I might talk too much. Sometimes I might talk too little. At the end of the day, I know what I want to say. At the end of the day, what I say I know is right because I always have my receipts. Did anybody have to live their life always happen to prove that what they did is what they did? Because you have multiple people lying on you constantly with no proof. It's so bad. When I go to the bathroom, I'm taking a picture like, yeah, I really was in a bathroom and not in a bar. Although I'm 30 years old, y'all. I'm 30 years old. I can't even go to the bar to relieve some stress and just have a good night out without the kids, without somebody sitting there saying something. Isn't that sad? When people are so power hungry that they try to control your life. This ain't nothing about my son. Let's get this right. This is all about power and try to break somebody. You can't break something that's not broken, baby. What you gonna think you're gonna do? Try to have me love my son less? Have you lost your mind? I'm sorry your parents didn't love you enough to teach you about reality. I'm sorry you didn't love your kids enough to teach them how to be good parents. Because if they was good parents, this wouldn't be a problem. Isn't that right? Huh. money do not make up for somebody not being there. But it helps for that single parent to show their kids everything that they didn't have. And I had that for my parents. I had foster care. They try to use that against me. How the hell you use foster care against a 9-year-old, a 9.5-year-old? This is how sick these people are. Everything they make your fault. Oh, you was a foster care. Oh, you was a stripper. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Yeah, I was a stripper. Yeah, I was a foster care. So, does that give you right to take my child? No. There's porn stars that don't towards, but guess who had a reason? I made him made a couple bad choices about relationships, whether it was my fault or theirs. But who was in the child's life more than the sperm donor? Why do my child still want to talk to those ex-partners more than his own sperm donor? Can I get an amen? Sorry I wasn't born white and born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'd rather have not, because if I was, I'd probably be just as delusional as you Karens and Jarens. How about that? Oops. Checkmate. I think I struck a nerve again. Let's get some questions here. I want some real live questions. Oh yeah, y'all. I got a breast reduction the day before my trial, which was 23 days. And guess who didn't take no pain meds or nothing and made sure they was ready for trial for their son? Hmm? I had my nipples stapled on to my boobs, and I still went to trial for my son. That's how much I care about my kids. Mhm. Yeah. Pregnant, being harassed, stalked, everything, being called every name in the book, submitting drug tests just randomly just because I got sick and tired of them calling me a drug addict. I could do it every day, baby. Oh, and I'll tell you when I have a glass of wine, so if there shows up to be alcohol in my system at freaking 29, 30 years old, it will be okay with the court system. Hmm? Yeah. But mother truckers are walking around worth $4 million and don't have to pay child support. Make it make sense. We're talking about how much of a bum and basically buckwheat and from the trenches I'm from, there's nobody more in the gutter and trenches than you pieces of white trash. Oops. And that's not to all white people. That's to this Karen and this Sharon, okay? Let's not do that, okay? All my kids are biracial. I love women. That's not what we're here for. I'm expressing how I feel about these two individuals. The only thing they haven't did to my face is call me an N-word. Okay? That's the only thing they haven't done to me is call me that to my face. You know why? Because they could both get it. She can try to fight me in court, but since she's a Karen, she'll never touch me on these streets. Calling kids around here hoodlums. Excuse me? Even though this child stole money off of me, just because you live in a certain area doesn't make you a hoodlum. My kids live in this area, and I'll be darned before somebody calls them a hoodlum. It's how you raise them, which is something she didn't know nothing about. But I spoke my piece. There'll be more to come because I'm gonna give y'all updates. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all updates like Tory Lane's trial with Megan Thee Stallion. We're But Megan's so butthurt because he would push up on Kylie. Like, come on. Mm. It's a crazy day to be alive, y'all. It's crazy to be alive. Now, we come a long way from over 400 years ago. So we're really not that far from the We're really not that far from 400 years ago. They're still killing us. They're still degrading us. They're still making this characterization of us not true. I'm not gonna say for all black people because I don't like every color equally. Okay, every color, every walk of life has done something to somebody. I've done stuff to plenty of people. You don't have to like me. That's fine. I apologize, and I pray that y'all are still happy to this day. I equally don't like evil people. It doesn't matter what color you are. Trans, bands, pants, make her dance. Doesn't matter. But I really don't like Barons and Kings. And I really don't like anybody who supports them either. So, I had to get some stuff off my chest. Stay tuned because this is about to go down again. Thank you. I love y'all. Mommy Rock Nation. I don't care if I look a hot mess. That's okay. Because we're back to it. Leave a like, subscribe, tell me your story. And we'll talk about this on this here app. I wanna hear more people come out about this. Because this is not taboo. Like I said, you're not worried about it until it happens to you. Until you're done with it. Until you're done with courses. So I appreciate everybody who has watched and everybody who has felt this. I'm very sorry that you're going through this, that we're going through this. But it will be okay. You know why? Because God answers every time. Lord, He answers every time. He answers right on time. So instead of letting her get to me, I smiled and I said, see you when you get off the vacation, baby. He said, I am coming back, Mom. I'm supposed to be Jewish, and you're my mom. And that's what families do. That's so far away from him being drained out of his mind. He's saying he didn't want to be with me. That little time I had my baby, he's come back home, y'all. I found a place. And they call exact same day that these delusional, psychotic, ignorant, severely ignorant people that my son grew back with his abuser.